Greetings, greetings, greetings. Good morning, my fellow goddesses. It's been a long week. It's Thursday and it's still not even Friday. It's been a long week. But I've been feeling in my spirit and in my meditations to talk to you guys about rejection. Rejection hurts. Rejection is hard. It if it's something that you really need or something you really worked hard for and you find yourself losing it or a door being shut in your face, it can be very detrimental to your next move. If you even get and how long it takes to get to your next move or if you even get to your next move. So I'm Anika and I'm here today to talk to you about my rejection experiences and at least one of them now, and it's a very good one. My very good rejection experience and why I felt the need to tell you, and how I found out that it wasn't really rejection, but it was actually God, the universe, my ancestors. It was actually them propelling me to where I needed to get to, and had that one harsh no come across the table, I wouldn't have got the thousand yeses. And sometimes we look at rejection as a punishment. Why is God doing this to me? I've been doing everything I'm supposed to do. I don't like this. It's not fair. Because that's the way I felt. I felt like every time I turned around, the door was being shut in my face. I would sit back and be like, she just didn't like me. She didn't give me that job for no reason. She didn't give you the job, baby, because she didn't want you to come in there and take her position. She knew that this was just a small aspect of you and that you needed a greater platform. This was not your platform. Here I was sitting in there filling out an application for a truck stop with a degree, a hair license, and a diploma. And wondering why I was being told no. Because you're aiming towards your comfort zone. You're aiming towards where it's you're less seen, you're less accountable, you're less looked at. And then you're wondering why I didn't even get that job. Because for one, you aiming too low. First, start aiming a little bit higher. Get your confidence right. Get your confidence in yourself right. Get your mind right to thinking about yourself in a righteous manner. Think about yourself you are a God body, you are a divine infinite being. You are full of power. You are full of the anointing. You are full of joy. You are full of peace. You are full of everything you need to be what you need. So, a lot of times, rejection comes in the form of a blessing. And I'm going to tell you now, listen, I had a salon interview and she needed someone who could do weaves. I went to the interview. I had all my stuff in my bag. I went with me. I came in. I told her who I was, and I was there for the interview, and I was ready to, set up. She took me to a back room, and your girl set her stuff up. While I was setting up, she was asking me questions. She said, "Do you mind if I start up the pre-interview process while you're setting your things up?" I had a walk-in. I said, "Sure." She was asking me questions. By the time she finished asking me questions, she said, "I'm going to leave you in here and do what you do, and I'll be back." Um, and that's what happened. When she got back, she looked at my work and she said, "That's beautiful." And it was very timely. "You can gather your things and go sit in the lobby, and I'll be out to speak with you." I gathered my stuff. I went and sat in the lobby for 30 minutes. She came out and she said, "It was a pleasure speaking with you. You are very talented and you're very special. There's something about you, and I don't know what it is." She said, "But you got something, girl." She said, "I'm not going to be able to give you this job." She didn't see it, but my whole mental drained from the top of my head out into the white tips on my toenails. That is no lie. I kept my composure. I said, "Well, thank you." And I lied. I said, "Well, let me get myself together for this next interview, and I'll see you around." Left, got halfway down the road, and pulled over and bawled my eyes out. I had two little ones at home. I needed this job. I didn't come here to play. I came here to slay. By the time I was pulling over, my phone was ringing. It was the lady who owned the salon. And I didn't let her know that I had tears in my eyes or whatever. And I was like, "Hey, how you doing? Did I leave something?" She was like, "No. Actually, I called to speak with you about something." And I said, "Okay, yes, ma'am." She said, "I don't know if you was hurt or not when you left." She said, "But if you was, you held it really well." And she said, "I just want you to know something. I looked over the questionnaire and your background speaks over the position that you're reaching for. It's like when your position says hairdresser, it's almost as if something about you speaks owner, creator." And she said, "I just want you to know." And she said, "I don't do this. Once I tell no, it's a no because we're all grown." She said, "But I want to tell you that don't you stop here because I told you no." At the time, I didn't want to hear what that lady had to say, but I was being polite and I listened to her and I said bye. And after she finished, and I said, "Thank you." And I leaned back in my seat and I said, "You know what, universe? You know what, God? What happened? What's the truth in this thing?" And he said just what she said. "You got those hair license 20 plus years ago. And and that's because I never intended for you to work for anybody. So you wonder why you're getting told no at these certain places, what you went to school for. But the things you didn't go to school for, you're getting told yes to. Because it's a comforting thing. And I needed to get you out of your comfort zone. I never meant for you to work for anyone. So you're receiving this rejection because you're putting yourself in places that you shouldn't be around, people that you shouldn't be around, and trying to fit a mold that I didn't design you to. I called you to be set apart. That means what you got, nobody else has. That's why the scripture says, many are called, but few are chosen. So the rejection wasn't to hurt you or to hinder you. It wasn't a punishment. It was for you to sit back down at the drawing board and find your original place in this life. When I pulled out from White Street, I went straight to the hair store. I bought 4 packs of hair, 2 packs of black 27 piece, and an Irish red 28 piece, and a purple 27 piece. Bought the glue, bought 2 wig heads, and bought the holder that holds the wigs. Went home, made my first wig as my own business, as a business owner. At that point, I had made up in my mind, okay, now I make wigs. I got my own business. He even gave me the name, Wigonomics, Wigonometry, the art of custom-made wigs, tailor-made to fit your head. So when you shout, girl, it ain't going nowhere. And when you're doing other things, it ain't going nowhere. So I went home. I made that first red and black wig. I promised you guys, I promise you, no lie. I posted on Facebook. Within 10 minutes, somebody was inboxing me saying, "Has somebody got the wig?" I said, "No, but I got a bunch of inboxes and I don't know who to respond to." She said, "I don't need to respond to nobody. I'm on my way to your house right now to get that wig for my mother. We're getting ready to go out of town to Florida and she needs that wig." I charged $80 for that wig. And I made it. She reached it to me she was like, "My mom pays 100, sometimes 150 for these wigs. And they don't even fit and feel this good. They don't even look as real." So sometimes God in the universe will slam you right into a hurtful no that will be a fulfilling yes if you tap in and look in to yourself a little deeper and not look at it on the surface. Like, why was I rejected? What did happen? Well, I know if you know you've dotted all the I's and crossed all the T's, it was a divine intervention. So go find your rightful place in life. Stop worrying if a door is going to be shut. When you are in your most highest self and you are walking it out and you're doing it, shut doors are only opportunities. Shut doors are opportunities. You shut this door and tell me I can't work here, or tell me I'm overqualified, or whatever your reason may be for not hiring me or not choosing me or not electing or selecting me, it's fine because I'm needed somewhere else. I just got to find out where. I'm supposed to be on a different platform or another platform or a higher platform. I just need to find out where. And I'm just telling you guys this week, if you've experienced a lot of rejection, a lot of shut doors, and a lot of emotional overload because of the rejection, release that, because that's from rejection past. Release that. Then release the rejection present. And when you release rejection past and rejection present, opportunity now comes and presents itself. And in the most way, you'd be like, that was there all along, but you just couldn't see it. You needed somebody to come along and say, hey, that rejection you're feeling is your yes. You got to find the yes in all the no's. You got to find out what's saying yes to you in all those no's. You got to allow that energy you feel from the rejection to fuel your next move. You just got to stick to it and know that this was my no today. This was my answer today. It may not be my answer tomorrow. Take your rejection and let it fuel you into your next endeavor. Let it fuel you into your own business. Let it fuel you. Like I said, don't go quit your job. Don't go break up with your boyfriend, your husband. Don't go apply for divorce. Don't go talk no junk to your landlord. But just look for the answer. Look for the yes in your no. Sign it off. Gonna give me a little nap. Then I'm gonna get up and then I'm gonna do this video on these crystals. Because you need to know that.